Hi peeps, morning. I'm just having a green tea that's gone cold, but I don't mind when green tea's gone cold. Stops me from having sugar in it if I have green tea. And this little cup, I don't know if you've seen it before, I had a little teapot and I smashed it yesterday, but I like my little different mug, so I'm still keeping the little shoe handbag cup. But I've just come on to talk about just a few little things about what's going on with myself at the minute, and my spirilizer. Because I noticed someone asked on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, because I had it for tea, that they wanted to get one, but I'll show you how to use it. And this was only a little one from Morrison's. I had a bigger one, big stupid contraption I used to put on the table in the kitchen. It was just too big to store, and I've only got a little kitchen, and I just didn't like it. I prefer this little one. But oh yeah, and the hair. This is my naturally curly hair. Don't know what is coming across on camera, which is a bit of everywhere today because I've just let it dry naturally. I've not blown it or really done anything with it. The only thing I've put in it is, I don't know if you can see this little curl at the front, it's so cute, because you have different curl patterns, you know, if you don't know girls with curly hair. See that one at the top? That's probably curlier because this has been straightened more, because if you have curly hair and you straighten it all the time, it can take your curl pattern out, especially if you've got colours on it, bleach and stuff like that. But funny enough, I was mentioning about decluttering the house. I was going through this sort of like, it was like a mini laundry basket, but I just used to put stuff in it that I wasn't using at the time, like in my bedroom just for storage. And it's just like been finding treasures around my house, trying to get rid of stuff like, oh yeah, I didn't have that because you have too much stuff, as I was saying. And I found this and I thought, it is really good. And I ordered it a while back when I was trying to get the curly hair, but my hair was shorter. Now it's grown a lot more since we picked it. I could probably start doing it again, and I'm glad because I don't think it's mega delis, but it is good. It smells gorgeous, and you might have seen it before. I don't know if I've ever put it up when I was doing my Pixie cup thing. It smells gorgeous, but it's Shea Moisture, it's called. Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And it's for thick curly hair, and you just like, just move the top of it. You anti-frizz, moisture and shine, anti-frizz, high hydration it is, because obviously when you've got curly hair you need moisture in it to make it sort of stay nice, because sometimes curly hair can be dry. But I just found this, so all I took literally was a little bit on the end of my finger and just scrunched it in at the ends. But I've noticed, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, my hair just seems to go really, really greasy like the day after I wash it. Not putting stuff in it, I've just put this in it, but I don't normally put anything in my hair because I don't even like hairspray in my hair. So I was like, I wonder if it's my hormones and things. I don't know, because I could go a couple of days without washing it. And I don't know if it's because when I've had it curly in the past, maybe it's because I can leave it, because curly hair, no, it sounds disgusting, it's better when it's a bit dirtier, getting all the oils in it, because it tends to be drier sometimes. And I don't know if it's because I've been having it straighter, because I'm trying to get the length in it, straightening it, because obviously it's this length now, but obviously when it's straight, it is a little bit longer because obviously it's bouncing up, so it does go shorter when it's curly. I think that's why I've not been wearing it curly when I've had short hair trying to grow out, because obviously it bounces up, but it's not too bad. I've not fluffed it out yet, I've just scrunched it a little bit with my hands, no hairdryer on it, trying to go with no heat, get my curls back and start wearing it natural, because it's just easy. I'm sick of straightening it, and it's just like no volume. So yeah, I don't know if it's that because I'm getting older, it seems to be getting greasier, but at least with curlier hair I might be able to leave it a little bit. But yeah, I've put that in it, and yeah, we'll see. So I don't know, but there was that. And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, get up pretty early with Finn. It's like 6, half 6, because he goes to bed at 6 anyway, he's knackered at that time, so he sleeps through, so I can't complain. But I get up early, and well, most of us get up early, but not that it's a dead sunny day, and I've just had to shut the blinds because all the light's coming through here, and I don't know if you can see me properly, but I heard the birds tweeting before, and I'm just like, looked out in the garden. Oh, my fence has been blown down from the wind the other week, and I was just like, I feel really good today. Not that I don't normally feel good, but I just feel a bit sort of like cleansed. I don't know. I'm just feeling. feel good in myself. I don't know if it's because, I'm not saying it is, I don't know if it's because I've started with plant-based again, and I'm sure I felt like this the last time I did it. I just feel a bit more, I don't know, cleansed. It's weird, and I'm just feeling that maybe this channel will go a different way, because I do a Positive Wednesday, which will always be there, and I might go into, I'll always have my chats and stuff. I don't know, I just feel like I'm evolving into the person that I really am, and the person that I really want to be, and little things that I've noticed that I've been doing over the years is the person that obviously is coming out. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but like these sloppy things I like to wear, and I did wear these when I was a bit bigger anyway because they are just comfy, but like, and throws that I have in my bed, I know it sounds daft, my mum hates stuff like that, and bits and bobs that I have about candles. I'm just feeling very boho-y, and boho is very me, especially with the spiritual side of things, and maybe that's why I do collect them things. Mum's always like, why have you got them, why have you got this? Because it's the true me, and that's the way I want to go, because I feel that's me. I don't want to be in with what everyone else is doing with certain house decor and this, that and the other. And that's, like I said, what I'll be talking about next Wednesday, because I will be changing this up. So I've got 2 cards on my pictures over there that Finn made me for my birthday. They're still there, I've not taken down yet. You know, with certain things I'm going to do, which will be good and exciting, and I'll be able to show you as I go through the transformation of my decor in my house that I want to do. It's like this little, I mean, I'll be telling you next week, it's like this little nook down here, I call it, this little, in there, it's just like a little watch I can stand in it, where I showed you the other day where Finn's car table is, but I'm getting rid of it. I said I was getting rid of stuff, but it doesn't really play with it, so I'm just thinking I'll just sell it to somebody who wants it, because it is a good wooden car table, but he just tends to put everything on the floor mat down on things, and he's starting wanting to sit at the table and play now, and that's what we did as kids. We played with Lego and stuff at the table and thought it's in the way, and to sort of compensate for getting rid of that, because he doesn't really play with it, and a wooden car down there that I'm selling because I've got it for his birthday. He don't want it. And Pat is getting a scooter tomorrow for his birthday, so one in, one out. But this little nook here, look, show you. This little nook here, I can actually stand in here, but the table's in the way. So it's like, and I've got this up here, and it's a heart, but I put fairy lights in it, so if my batteries are working, no batteries in. I like these around the house, you know, a little heart. So there's a little nook here, so I'm thinking, if you can hear me, just let me switch it off. And all that is a heart, and it's like domed a little bit, and it's like got holes in it, so I put fairy lights in the back, you know, with the batteries on, so I have a light in that corner. But what I'm thinking of doing benefits me and it benefits Finn for taking his table away is, I'm thinking of, like, because I'm thinking boho, so this is one of the things that I'll be able to show you when I do it. I want like a reading nook, because Finn's really into books at the minute. He loves books, and I thought, well, because it's a little nook, I've got a little banana chair in there where I practice my craft and everything, and I've got one in his bedroom now, and they normally go out in summer because the weather's, I won't put them out now obviously because it's still wet and they get ruined. I could have that there, it's dead comfy for sitting on, it's quite wide, I'll show you when I do it. Or maybe some pillows, or you know, like them big like bohemian cushions. I'll be able to make one, I don't know, because you can make them. And maybe have some sort of, I don't mean a canopy, just something so it's a cosy little corner where Finn can go and get his books off my shelf there, because we have this storage unit here for some of his toys and blankets and stuff. So, and like I've got my shelving unit over there with a few books on the bottom of mine, and he can have a few books, so he can get a book and he can go and sit in the cosy corner, so it'll have that light on it, and I just think it'll be dead nice and dead cosy where I can read, and or he can sit down there. So I'm taking something away, but I'm sort of putting something back that he's going to use as well. And I think, you know, kids, if it's like a little tent thing, they'll love sitting in their little hideaway. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I'm, like I keep saying, because I've been on my own and I've always thought I needed somebody, but like I keep saying, if I meet someone in the end, I'd like to find someone, I know it'll feel out, I'd like to find someone as like-minded as me, open-minded, and, you know, I know they say opposites attract sometimes, but I need somebody who's into the same sort of things as me, like, not religious, like, I mean, if, you know, just spiritual sort of thing, and yeah, it'd just be great to be with someone who's into the same sort of things. It don't have to be everything, but it'd be nice, because I've not always had that. And But because I'm not with anyone at the minute, I'm quite happy not being, because I feel like it's the first time properly that I've been on my own and I've been happy on my own, and I'm really am discovering myself. I know that might sound like, but I am, and I think that's why I just feel, I don't know, I'm just feeling like light and everything, and I just feel like I am finding myself properly. And because I remember when someone said ages ago something about you've not found yourself, you've not, and I thought, no, I have, because I am sort of into spirituality, and I was looking into it, different things and all that, and it's good, it's interesting, but now I understand that I was looking and I was trying to be, but because I wasn't on my own, I was more concerned about trying to find a partner and this, that, and if it's not about that, that'll come in the end. I know that'll come, but I just feel like I really am finding myself, and I'm like being the true me. Not that I wasn't before, but it's coming out more, and I'm wanting to show people, and I'm not afraid of showing people. And it's like this channel, I think, you're probably going to see me evolve with, I don't know, different things like my hair and leaving it maybe to go natural, and changing my house decor, and me as a person. Not that I'm changing much, but just my thoughts and stuff. Like I said, I've gone plant-based now, and I don't want to go back to meat eating, because if you were eating, that's fine, because I was, but I just feel like I'm evolving, and I'm just, the time that I'm having on my own is giving me time to, like I keep saying, educate yourself. I love YouTube. Like I keep saying, technology is good, but technology is bad. But it's good for some things. Like when you're using technology for bad, obviously it's bad. But I'm using it to check people out on YouTube, see what people are doing, like the tiny house living movement. I just love it. It's great. If you, honest to God, if you haven't seen it, just go and watch the documentaries on tiny house living on YouTube and the little caravan. Oh God, it's so, you can't believe how much, like, a space you can live in that's tiny, when you've got everything in its place and you don't take a load of crap with you. But it's just such good little videos to watch, just sitting there with a cup of tea and chilling. It just makes you think. But there's loads of different things that maybe if I was with somebody, I don't mean getting that person to stop me from watching something or let me being who I am, but you know what I mean? Like, you get influenced a little bit sometimes, like, oh, I might do that tomorrow, I'll do that because they want to do that. You know what I mean? You do get influenced sometimes, even if you've got all the good intentions to do stuff. Sometimes you get influenced, or no, you know what I mean. And I just feel like, because I'm on my own now, I haven't got influence of anybody apart from what I'm finding out on here that I want to find out, and not maybe drip of someone saying, oh yeah, but you don't want to really do that. Oh yeah, why? Like my mum will go on about, like, oh, what do you want to eat? Why do you want to go plant-based? Blah 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 blah. For health, really, as well as, like, I know my contribution of doing that isn't going to help the world, but if nobody did it, nothing's going to ever change. And like I said in my talk on Positive Wednesday, it's not going to happen while I'm alive, or Finn gets old and have kids, but it will happen in the end. I think it'll turn around, but I'm not going to go on about that too much. But you know what? I just feel like I'm evolving, and I feel like I'm in a happy place. And I know when you're in that place where it's like contentment and that stuff starts coming, and stuff has started coming, and I'm just happy. Like, and I'm not just saying that being like I'm trying to be all false. I am genuinely happy. And I was even thinking the other day, God, I mean, I'd love to live in one of them tiny houses the way they do it, because they don't seem that tiny when you go and look at some of them. Are beautiful, you like design your own. And I'm not even in that thing where I have money to do that, but it, like with the law of attraction, maybe I will one day. Not maybe. If that tends to be one of my dreams, that I will do that. But it might not be now. It might be in the future, because that's the thing with that. Sometimes it's not now. It's in the future. Maybe when I wanted to downsize and my kids have got older, retirement. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just enjoying basically finding out about new things. And there's a lot more stuff I want to go and find out about in other stuff going on in the world and things, but it's like, say, what I choose. But I just feel content. And I was thinking, when I was watching the tiny house live, I kept thinking, whoa, I'd love to go and like live in one of them somewhere off grid, when you can be sort of on grid, off grid, because you do need a bit of technology, because it does help us and finding out things and going on, the internet and stuff. But I've got to be realistic as well where I live, and Finn going to nursery and stuff, that just isn't going to happen at the minute. you know, stuff like that. But maybe I could do stuff at home because there's homesteading you can do. There's someone I watch on YouTube after about homesteading UK where I've got a big enough garden to, I mean, I probably obviously should be starting now, but I don't know about that. But I'm going to find out about, you know, like even if it's just growing some tomatoes and a few herbs and strawberries for summer and stuff like that, where you can homestead stuff and make your own things. And like I said, I make jewellery, handmade jewellery. I've got a little bit on today, and this necklace. You know, I'm trying to, and I said about like recycling stuff at home. That is that flower. I don't know if you can see it, is a gemstone. And then I've got like a metal flower. But the good thing about this, if it was, it probably doesn't even work today, is you can have it long, like down here, or if you pull the cords, you can have it as a choker, or for, you know, there, or back down to. I've got it long today, so I'll be selling them as well. But I'll be doing that because you know me, I just do everything. And do that and do that. I'm a bit scatty like that, but I will be showing some of the jewellery designs, but they won't be coming yet. They'll be coming a bit nearer to summer because I'm going to do like a bohemian style, which mine tend to be a bit anyway, because this one is this one isn't for sale, by the way, but I will do one like this because I don't know if I've got the beads in. I think I have, but this is another Buddha one, but silver, if you can see it. Where is it? Is it there? My fingers are in the way. There, and then silver beads there, which is I think it's Tibetan silver, and then these beads that look like glass beads, these are actually rose quartz. So I will be doing stuff with natural things like, you know, cotton, stringy things like linen and material, metals and crystals, because that's a little crystal heart. Not leather. Don't want to do leather. So it'll be all stuff like that if anyone's interested. But yeah, so yeah, I just feel like you're probably going to see me go through this spiritual journey, and things might change, hairstyles and stuff and clothing, because I'd like to get some. I've got a gorgeous, it's like when I was saying about boho, I've got stuff in my closet, which I was talking about wardrobe, when I said I was getting rid of stuff, and there is a lot of stuff I've got rid of and I've got to take to the charity shop tomorrow, but there's this gorgeous skirt that I know it is one of them where you say, you know, it is a little bit smaller, but I really can't chuck it because it's so beautiful, and it's like very bohemian, long, like sort of a gypsy skirt, but not a flowy one. And it's all like lace and stuff. And I just think I am determined, like with this, with my weight loss, to get in that this summer because it's gorgeous. But there is a few bohemian sort of things I've got where I just love them, and I thought, yeah, it's bohemian, so it's nice. But what I'm going to just show you is, if you've seen these, I think I got this from Morrison's. I think it was like 12 quid, 13 quid. I don't know. It wasn't that dear, but this spiralizer, I bet I won't be able to do it with the nails on. This clicks off so you can clean it. So it's dead quick and easy. But what you do is you have this with the grippy teeth on. Right? I'm just showing you if you think, yeah, I've seen them. What's going on about cucumber noodles? So what you do is you get your cucumber. I'm preparing this for my dinner, so just let me take it out of the wrapping. You get your cucumber, and the only thing with this is, obviously you're not going to try and do it, oh gee, you probably could actually do it that big, but I'm going to do it in half because I don't want my pieces so long. The only thing you have to do is don't have it on a slant. You've got to put this in sort of straight. So what I mean by straight is that's on a bit of a slant. So just chop that off, you can eat that bit or whatever. So it's straight, because you push this into here. Actually, let's try the full without me chopping it in half. I don't know if it works this big because I normally chop it in half. And then, sorry, it looks a bit, oh God, why do we do these things? So you push that in so it grips the cucumber. And then you need a bowl or something to catch it in. And all you do is, you put it in that end, the green end, and I normally do it. All you do is you turn it and keep turning it, and it comes out like this. So just do it quickly because it doesn't take. Actually, I've got a bigger bowl here, so I don't know why I'm being trying to get it in this little stupid bowl. So you keep twisting it. Actually, the ends just fall off. Actually, I don't need to use it when it's this big. I think when it gets a bit smaller, you can push that on the end and then get the last bits out of it. But you keep twisting, so it looks like this. See, it looks like noodles. You're alright if you like cucumbers. You can do this with carrots and everything, and you can get little books to show you ideas. But what I tend to do is, sometimes I do this and then I put vinegar and sugar on. Oh my god, so gorgeous. But what I did, what was on Instagram the other day, what I had last night for my tea, because I had this, which I'll show you what I put on it. I had paprika, sweet potato wedges with chilli flakes on, and I had a pasta with olives in, tomatoes, avocados mashed in it, a bit like a guacamole on a pasta, and it was gorgeous. But this, see, when you get to the end, put your top on, and it'll just give you that little bit extra. When you come to the end, I suggest you try this even if you're not going plant-based. It's just nice, your kids might like it, and it's healthy, and it's not fattening because it's all cucumber, most of it's water. And you just have this little point which you can't grind down, so you can either eat that or throw it, or put it in your composting thingy. So what it looks like basically is that. So it's like, this is why I call it noodles, because it looks like spaghetti and noodles. So what I do, I mean, if you like cucumber, you can eat like that, so you can have it in the salad. It just looks more appealing, but what I do, it's really tasty. If you like, better not have got my fork. Where's my fork? If you like, sorry, I've just put a fork down somewhere. Right, let me put you on pause while I go and get a fork. Right, so I've just got a spoon as well because I've got to get this out. So what you do is, if you like peanut butter, get some peanut butter. This is one from Aldi, crunchy peanut butter, because it's just better with the crunchy bits in it. So I normally get like a tablespoon. Don't ask me why that spoon's like that. I normally get a big heaped tablespoon. There might be a bit more in this actually, because I've put more cucumber than I did yesterday. So say that was like a heap and a half. Just do it to your taste anyway, right? So you do that, and then you get, and if you like peanut butter and you like sweet chilli sauce and you like cucumber, just try this. You don't have to go plant-based. You might just like it as a healthy snack. And then get some sweet chilli. I've got this squirty one. And put some of that in like a good glove. You just basically mix it up to your preference. But it's basically like a satay sauce. If you like, it's peanut satay sauce sort of thing, because it's got the spicy sweet chilli and the peanut butter. So when you crunch into your, I'll mix it up and show you. When you crunch into your cucumber, you've got that nuttiness as well. It's just a nice nutty, healthy. Let me see. It's a bit hard to mix up. I think there's something else you can put in it, but I tend to just do this. So put a bit more. This is at the end of its bottle anyway, so I might as well put that in. But yeah, I suggest you go and try it. Even if you think, oh yeah, I'll try a couple of things just to see if you think you like the look of this. But I mean, this is to put in salads. Like if you're getting a spirilizer to just do your salads with your meat or whatever, and you're doing spiralized carrots and sweet potato and everything, and you can Google all this or YouTube what people do with it. This is just one of the ones that I did last year, and because I've gone plant-based again, doing it again. It's just nice. So it sort of looks like, I don't know if you can be able to see this on camera, it sort of looks like, I'll put a little bit more peanut butter in it, because I did quite a big, I put a tiny bit, but then it wasn't. Ooh. So it looks, you might think, oh, it looks horrible, but it looks like that. And then you've got all your, I don't know if you can see, peanut butter and your sweet chilli sauce, and then I'm having this in a bit, but just want a nibble. Let me see. Sorry. It's really tasty for like a snack. Like I said, if you've got kids that like cucumber, do it like that. They'll think it's funny because you know kids like eating spaghetti. Just like eating spaghetti, look. But you've got the crunchiness of the peanut butter, and then, you know, the sweet and chili bit of that. So that's going for me. Sorry. I had to eat it with some thought. But I'm just putting that in the fridge now because I'm not having it yet. So, yeah. And all you do is, it's got a bit of cucumber in there, you just wash it off. You push that in, it pops out, you rinse it off, wash it, and that's it. It's not a big contraption. It's not hard to clean. You know, you get some of these things sometimes, I'm like, hard to clean. That one isn't. So, yeah, basically, cucumber, crunchy peanut butter, and sweet chili sauce. Mix it up, and basically that's it. Quick and easy snack. Especially if you're on a healthy diet, you could try it. So if you do try it, let me know and see what you think. Like I was going about my avocado on toast, but you do have to put, a bit of salt on and your chili flakes or your pepper to taste that up and garlic. But yeah, so I'll see you soon. Bye.